It definitely had an agenda. Mancini had an agenda, and he wanted to explore certain progressive themes that we see now more days. And I think ultimately that's why those scores were as high as they were.
Yeah.
I guess it's a little bit more relevant to today's society than it was in, say, 2004.
I suppose. I mean,
But would you say this was a social justice misfire? Because I think it was.
Oh, it definitely was. When you think of Chucky, you don't think the rainbow flag. You think slitting throats and stabbing and shit. It's like it just gender identity issues and Chucky just don't mix. There's no way around it.
Here's what they did wrong: is they meshed the two wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes, in horror movies you do see political statements. I'll use the example of Night of the Living Dead. Clearly, that there is some racial undertones there.
Oh yeah.
However, you see that if you're looking for it, and it can satisfy you, but it's also masked by the horror aspect. So if you're not looking for it, if you're looking for a good old-fashioned just creep you out, you got that as well.
Mm-hmm.
This movie just gave you one.
Right.
They didn't mesh the two well enough to where the average horror fan who just wants to go and have a good time and not think about serious social issues and watch a good scary movie.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do that. They very much you can make an argument like A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2.
Sure.
It had its message, but failed giving just that generic horror fan, the guy who doesn't want to hear what's on the news. And forget about problems for an hour and a half.
Well, again, these sort of things, these social issues in horror films are fine.
And I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying they didn't do it right.
No,
they didn't do it well.
And ultimately, I'm agreeing with you because, jumping back on Nightmare, Wes Craven was a maestro at this. Mm-hmm. He could do it in his sleep, literally. And it's supposed to be subtext, though.
Yeah, subtlety. They should try it.
Yeah, it's
subtlety. They should try it.
It's not supposed to be blatant and up in your face, like they ultimately went in Seed of Chucky. And also, keep in mind, social issues as subtext in a horror film are fine. This is a comedy.
Sure.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is a comedy with some gore scenes in it.
It's a mess, like I keep saying. Go ahead.
I mean, social issues aside, and I want to get off it because this is not a political show, but I will say for the record that a script being rejected because it's too gay Universal is wrong. It was wrong then, it's wrong now.
Scarifyer.